Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Brandon Anj here, and this one is just a random kind of video where we're just talking about a topic, which I used to do these all the time. Maybe I'll bring back doing these kinds of videos, but basically, guys, Vince McMahon is crazy. That's all I want to say, and thanks for watching, guys. No, but seriously, Vince McMahon has apparently sent a letter to everyone who works for WWE, basically saying they have to stop associating with third parties, which would be like YouTube channels, it would be, Twitch channels, it would be even Cameo. Like, it would be a multitude of things, pretty much anything I guess they could make money on. So it's crazy, it's crazy. So, WWE wrestlers, they're independent contractors, right? That's what the labeling is that way. They're not employees of WWE, and WWE don't have to give them any, like, work benefits or anything like that. So it gets to be a bit of a mess here, so I don't even know where to start. So they're independent contractors. They're contracted to WWE, but at the same time, they cannot work for another organization or it's a breach of contract. So that's a contractual thingy. So it's crazy. So Vince owns the ring names, right? He owns the wrestlers' names. So, like, for example, let's use Seth Rollins, for example. He owns the name Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins' real name is Colby Lopez. But apparently in this new letter he has sent out, he has claimed that he actually owns their real names too. So he owns Seth Rollins and he owns Colby Lopez too? Wait, what? How does that even work? Because, like, you know, when a WWE wrestler, when they leave WWE, they can't use their ring name, right? But they can use the real name. But apparently Vince owns the real names now too, and it's just a mess. So at first, when I first was reading this, I misunderstood it. The way I understood it is some wrestlers were on Cameo and they were like using their ring name, like Seth Rollins. I don't even know if he has one, but I'm just using Seth Rollins as an example because it's an easy one. But I don't know if, like, for example, if Seth Rollins had a cameo called Seth Rollins, maybe WWE would have a problem with that. I mean, like, you can't use Seth Rollins. Sorry, this is not true to the character. You can't use Seth Rollins. So then he makes it with Colby Lopez. But apparently they still have a problem with that because they're saying they own the real names too. So make up a fake name, right? And get on there. But apparently that's not the goal of the thing. The goal of the thing is they're treating it as like a different promotion, sort of. So let's use AEW for an example, and let's also use Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins is a wrestler on WWE television. But it's not like Seth Rollins can use his real name, Colby Lopez, and show up on AEW as well and work for both companies at the same time under a different name. And they're using that same kind of role they have in the contract to kind of work for Cameo, for YouTube, for Twitch, for all of them. They can't appear there because they're putting it as like a competitor or something. It's totally weird. But basically, Vince has said 30 days. You guys have 30 days to stop, and there will be no more WWE wrestlers allowed on YouTube, on Cameo, or on Twitch. So it's just a freaking nightmare. I remember back when Zack Ryder was doing his he was doing his YouTube show on his YouTube channel. It was like Z True Long Island Story, whatever it was. It got extremely popular or whatever. And once it got so popular and actually got the attention of Vince McMahon said, you have to stop doing this. But I see it's popular, so we're going to make you do it on the WWE YouTube channel. So Zack Ryder could no longer upload to his YouTube channel. They didn't allow that anymore, but he could continue doing his show, and then he just had to upload it to the WWE YouTube channel, so he couldn't make any money on it. So that was the deal for that. Maybe if some wrestlers, I know a lot of wrestlers out there do have YouTube channels, and maybe they will if they have a popular show, they'll make them move that show to the WWE YouTube channel, but they're not allowing any of this crap anymore. It doesn't matter if you're using your ring name, your real name, it doesn't matter. If your face is there, it's not allowed, and they're going to find a way to make you stop it. So it's crazy. I mean, I get the concept that they cannot use a different name and just show up on AEW. Like, that's fair. You can't show up for another wrestling company. But at the same time, they're saying this also applies to other social medias. But at the same time, they can use Twitter and stuff because I guess it's a WWE-owned account on Twitter and Instagram. So it's kind of a mess. And they don't want anything like done with Cameo. Like, if I was Vince, if I was the person in charge, what I would personally do is I would make them pay this magical thing called royalties, which means if they use something that you own the property, like intellectual property of, they have to pay you a percentage of their income. So let's say they use the names. Let's use Seth Rollins again. Let's just take the same example. It simplifies things. Let's say Seth Rollins has a cameo. He uses the name Seth Rollins, okay? He's making income on there, but WWE, they own the name Seth Rollins, so they get a cut of whatever he makes on cameo. So whatever it may be, 20% or whatever what he makes. So I think that would be fair. I think that would have been a better way to handle the situation. Just be like, you have to give us a cut. You have to pay us royalties for using the name. We would licensing the name to you to use it on cameo or whatever. But, you know, that's not what he wanted to do. He just wants it completely stopped. He wants them off of those platforms. No more third-party platforms. And they can only use, I guess, Twitter and Instagram now. So they can't use any other social medias. They are not allowed to. Even if it is their real name, a personal account, or anything like that, they're not allowed to. So that's just crazy. So, yeah, this just really changes the whole way that, fans interact with wrestlers on the internet. Because Cameo, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a site where you can pay someone, a celebrity. And personally, I'm on Cameo. I mean, you guys can book me if you really care. I think it's like $5 if you guys have been a fan of the channel for a while, want a video shout out or something. So I just use that as a plug. But I can still use Cameo because I am not under Vince's I'm not under Vince's control. I'm my own person. But as for the wrestlers who are signed under WWE, they can no longer use this video site where fans can pay celebrities to do a video shout out for them. That's not going to be allowed anymore. So it's just crazy. Twitch is a gaming channel where, some of the wrestlers were playing games and people can send in donations and stuff. And I gotta be honest, I've never used Twitch before, so I'm not too familiar with it, but I know it's, another platform where you can monetize it and make some money. And then what was the final one? YouTube. They made Zack Ryder stop. I'm surprised these other wrestlers have been able to start up YouTube channels. I know Sheamus has like his workout channel. He's not allowed to do that anymore. They might move that to a WWE YouTube channel. I don't know. It's a total clustered up mess right now, and I don't know what to make of it right now. Let me know what you guys think down below. This is just a freaking mess. That's just the best way to say it. It's a mess. It's a contractual nightmare because they're independent contracts, but at the same time they're kind of like slaves, and they're given rules that would be given to like employees, but yet they're not employed. And this brings up the question of a wrestlers union, but last time that was brought up, the guy got fired, and his name was Jesse Ventura. So yeah, it's a freaking nightmare. I don't know what's gonna be make of this. I mean, obviously, it's a mess right now. It's not looking good for WWE at all. AEW, I'm sure they're gonna come out and be like, "Hey, you guys are welcome to use Cameo. Whatever the hell you want, we don't care." And just be like the opposite of Vince. But I don't know. It's a nightmare right now, and we will just have to wait and see what happens with it. But I do believe some changes are gonna happen. And I believe, probably all of the roster right now are very pissed off, very upset, as they should be, and some changes are going to have to be made. And I believe if some top stars at WWE, let's say Roman Reigns, he's a big one in Cameo, go up to Vince and be like, "I'm not getting off Cameo. Fire me. I know you won't, because if you do, I'll go to AEW." If he says something like that, then all the wrestlers are going to stay on Cameo. It's just a big guy comes forward, just one guy, and says, "Vince, it's not happening that way." Then it's over with. Vince is the boss, but at the same time, he can't afford to lose a big talent, especially to a competing company like AEW or even TNA or Impact, whatever they're going by now, or even, anyone, Ring of Honor, anyone. Just leave the company, go wrestle somewhere else. His company's going to be screwed at this point. So anyway, guys, I'm going to stop rambling on, but let me know, guys, what you think of this crazy, crazy news story down below. But thanks for watching. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below. I will be reading every comment I get and replying to every comment I get. But thanks for watching. I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.